Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Learning Podcast. I'm Tom, and I'm really excited for today's episode.
Hi there, I'm Jenna, and thanks so much for joining us. We can't wait to dive into today's topic. It's one a lot of people have opinions about.
Absolutely, Jenna. And for everyone tuning in, we were both born and raised in the US, so you're hearing real American English as we chat.
That's right. And whether you're here to practice listening or just curious about our subject, we hope you'll find it useful and a little fun too.
So Jenna, today we're talking all about energy drinks. They seem to be everywhere these days, on campus, at the gym, even in convenience stores.
It's wild, isn't it? Just the other day, I saw a whole shelf dedicated to them at my local grocery store. Kids, adults, athletes, everyone seems to have their favorite.
Yeah, and there are so many brands now. Red Bull, Monster, Rockstar. Sometimes I wonder how they all taste so different, but claim to do the same thing.
That's a good point. I think it's the mix of ingredients that sets them apart. But before we get into that, I'm curious, when did you first hear about energy drinks?
I remember being in high school and seeing the older kids drink them before exams. At the time, I thought it was just a cool thing to do, not necessarily for the energy.
I totally get that. For me, it was college. I saw people in the library with giant cans, cramming for finals. It seemed like a badge of survival during exam week.
Right, it felt almost like a rite of passage. But honestly, the first time I tried one, I couldn't believe how sweet it was.
That sugar rush hits hard. But it's not just the sugar. Most of those drinks are loaded with caffeine too, which I didn't really realize at first.
Yeah, the ingredient list is kind of intense. You've got caffeine, sugar, and then a bunch of stuff like taurine and B vitamins.
Taurine always sounded mysterious to me. Turns out it's just an amino acid that helps with energy production in the body, but it sounds way fancier on the can.
That's so true. And then they throw in things like ginseng or guarana. Those sound healthy, but really, it's the caffeine that does most of the work.
Exactly. And sometimes, the total caffeine in one can is more than a big cup of coffee, which surprised me the first time I checked.
It makes me wonder, why are people choosing energy drinks over just coffee or tea? Is it just the convenience, or is there more to it?
Convenience plays a big part, but I think the branding is huge too. Those colorful cans and catchy names make you feel like you'll be superhuman after drinking one.
You know, the marketing is clever. They often sponsor extreme sports or music festivals, which adds to that energetic vibe.
And let's be honest, the fizz and the coldness can be more appealing than a hot cup of coffee, especially in summer.
Funny you mentioned summer. I always see people grab energy drinks before a big workout or when they're about to start a long drive.
I've noticed that too. And during finals at college, it felt like half the student body was holding a can at all times.
Even some people at work rely on them for late meetings or deadlines. It's like a quick fix when you're low on energy.
Though sometimes, I wonder if it just makes you feel more awake than you really are. Have you ever felt that way?
Definitely. There have been times I felt jittery, but not actually more focused, just more restless.
Exactly. That buzz can be misleading. Your heart's racing, but your brain's still tired. It's not always the kind of energy you want.
I've also noticed it's a bit of a crash after, especially if I haven't eaten much. The drop in energy is real.
Totally. That crash can sneak up on you and then you're even more tired than before. That's a tricky cycle to break.
That actually reminds me, there's been a lot of talk about the health risks of drinking too many energy drinks.
Yeah, especially for young people. The high caffeine and sugar can lead to heart issues, trouble sleeping, or just getting dependent on them.
It's pretty alarming to see reports of hospital visits linked to energy drink overuse. Sometimes people don't realize how strong they are until it's too late.
Not to mention, mixing them with alcohol increases the risk, which a lot of people don't realize at parties or clubs.
Switching gears a bit, I'm curious. Energy drinks are popular here, but how about in other countries?
Great question. I read that in Europe and Asia, energy drinks are huge too, but sometimes the flavors or ingredients are really different.
Right. Like in Japan, you'll find energy drinks that have vitamins and even some herbal extracts you wouldn't see here.
Plus, in some places, there are stricter rules on how much caffeine is allowed per can, which changes how people use them.
After hearing about all that, it makes me want to look for healthier options when I'm tired. Have you found any good alternatives?
Actually, drinking water or having a snack with protein helps me more than I expected. Even taking a quick walk wakes me up without any crash later.
I love that idea. Sometimes, we just need a little break, not a bunch of caffeine. Even just stretching for 5 minutes can help.
Totally. And if you do have an energy drink, maybe limit it to once in a while, like a treat, not an everyday thing.
Well, that brings us to the end of our episode. We covered a lot: what energy drinks are, when people use them, and some of the risks to keep in mind.
I hope it gave you some new ways to think about your own habits. And remember, sometimes the best energy boost is just a nap or a glass of water.
Thanks so much for joining us. If you enjoyed this episode or learned something new, don't forget to subscribe to our channel so you never miss an episode.
And if you have questions or topics you want us to talk about, let us know in the comments. Have a great day, and see you next time on the English Learning Podcast.